This time on the Clone Wars, the Defenders of Peace have to protect the Lurmen from Look Dude. This is Sides of Coins, and it starts right now.
You're gonna do that this whole episode, aren't you?
Oh yeah, dude. There's so many voices that are gonna come out this time. This was a good one. I enjoyed it, and I hated it, and I loved it. It was very, very split for me, but it was. There's definitely a lot of comical things in it, and we're gonna break it down. Joining us today is Michael.
How's it going?
Good. We got Michael and we got Wyatt behind the station for us.
How's it going?
You gotta stop doing that. Hello there.
Have a more interesting.
Hello there.
It took you long enough.
Yeah, the volume was down.
You're so clutch with the sound effects. Shake the whole table, flicking the master volume up all the way.
Watch that crossfire, boys.
All right. Well, let's get into it, man.
Just
All
jump
right.
into
Generally speaking, I thought the episode was a lot more entertaining than the last one, if not as substantive.
You do a summary?
So basically, Anakin is feeling a little bit better, but he's still hurting, and the Separatists randomly land on the planet to just subjugate it and test their new weapon. They're led by Separatist General Luke Dude, voiced by the inimitable George Takei, and so, a lot of hijinks ensue. He's trying to kill everything on the planet, testing his new weapon, the defoliator, which kills every single bit of
Dead skin.
It's the exfoliator.
The exfoliator 2.0.
It actually makes all the skin dead. It's the opposite. It's the opposite of an exfoliator. It makes all the skin dead.
But it leaves machines intact. So naturally, this is very important for the Republic heroes to stop. And so they go to great lengths to do so, but they need the help of the Lurmen. And so this sort of clash of the wills ensues between the young and the old, trying to decide whether or not it's right to intervene when you're getting stomped on, or if you just be a pacifist and take it. So, yeah, it's a pretty laughable moral dilemma, because I get what they're saying,
We
but
won't
in this,
kill the battle droids. We refuse because
Yeah.
they're living creatures.
we're not a threat to you. We won't resist at all. Do whatever you want, our people. We don't care. It's so stupid. I don't know, but
Yeah.
But all right, so let's break it down. What was your reaction? Anything jump out at you right away?
Yeah, so like you said, and we talked about in the last episode, the moral dilemma was stupid.
Yeah, for sure.
Listen, the moral dilemma was stupid, but the plot, actually, the weapon it's kind of terrifying.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
I wonder why we never see it ever again.
Oh, because they
'cause it was
destroyed the only prototype.
Oh, right, and nobody else has ever figured out how to make a really powerful ion cannon.
Yeah, no.
Or a reverse ion cannon, I suppose. It's kind of cool. I don't know. Anyway, that was cool. The fight scenes were cool. There was some they were hiding some things. They stole the ship, and they stole the shield generators.
I loved the little mobile command post that the Separatists had.
Yeah. The fortress that they built around their dropship.
You could tell it was modular, and they could just set it up anywhere. That was pretty cool.
Things we don't see very often.
Dude, Lurk Dude, it was one of the most hilariously stupid characters ever.
Super
He gave
stereotypical.
a General Hux speech to droids.
Yeah, that's true.
And the
Yeah.
droids are like, yeah, we're gonna,
They asked for volunteers.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It was so dumb.
Honestly, the droids in this series act more like people than the clones do in most episodes. Like, they're more personalized.
That's fair. Yeah, it was pretty funny. That they didn't want to be volunteers, and they're just like, okay, so they run out there and they just assume they're gonna die.
Ever. No, that was the later episode.
God, yeah, it was. I don't know.
You get past that. So the fighting, the tactics and stuff that they use were pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
We see the Lurmen, kick off their traditional whatever, and they go and fight back, and then I don't know if they realize that it's just fighting droids and they don't care. So I don't know.
Yeah, and then at the end, they try to be all ominous,
Right, they're like, and now the Republic is in charge.
I helped you, but at what cost? And it's like,
hope it was worth it.
it's like, you're alive. You
Yeah.
saw how you would have definitely died. How are you sticking to your guns?
They
still?
were actually going to vaporize you, and you were okay with that, so you're welcome.
Yeah, they're just ransacking the city, and he just.
They were going to defoliate them. That's bad stuff.
Are you trying to? We have a buzzer, start a drinking game every time Michael says defoliated. You guys will get so sloshed by the end of this. Oh man, I don't know. I don't really have much else to say other than the fact it is kind of interesting they got George Takei to do this. I mean, there isn't
He
too
plays
much.
a lot of stuff.
Oh,
He's in
really?
a lot of cartoons
Okay,
as
so-
one-off characters.
Okay,
I
so
think
it's
he's actually in
not
this
like-
as other characters several times.
Okay, well, no, I thought it was interesting just from the fact of like a
We like
regular
that guy.
on Star Trek coming
Yeah.
into Star Wars and things like
I
that.
love
but
sci-fi.
yeah, no, it was all right. I know as a kid watching it the first time because his voice was so. It just so unique and he kind of modulated words differently and he had different inflections and stuff. I thought that he said Lot Dodd, the senator.
Right.
And so I was just like,
That's
my
not-
God, you've gotten fat. I mean, it's just like, man, the war just really was not good to you. And
Actually,
then-
it was very good to him, apparently.
Yeah, right.
Jeez, he's like the senator from Ryloth. It's like, why are your people dying of starvation, and you look like you could like not eat
he's
for
like,
a week, and
he's
you
like
wouldn't
eating
even
a
notice.
drumstick. One's like, they're starving on my planet. I mean, it's just like God. But yeah, so it turns out he wasn't. So that was welcomed. Watching it chronologically, we see Lot Dodd before this, but when you're watching in order of release, you don't see Lot Dodd till the next season. So
What episode was he in before?
he was in Supply Lines when they're on
yeah.
Toydaria or whatever.
Yeah.
So it was neat to see the real Lot Dodd and not this guy's like Lurk Dodd or Durd or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I don't really have too much else to say about this one. It was pretty straightforward. It was good to see Ahsoka, kind of come to a resolution as far as the attachment thing and sort of learn to let go and trust in the Force and kind of you have to allow for a little separation so that way you can clear your head and actually do the right thing and be productive. Because if you're fretting about it and staying too close to home, then sometimes you might not, achieve the best outcome.
Yeah, if only she learned this lesson like this time and didn't continue to learn it for the rest of the season. But
Yeah,
it's okay.
It's
That's what's a show.
She keeps having to learn a few different lessons and things, but I think it's to her credit. It's probably a lot of it has to do with Anakin. I mean, her teacher is still learning just about everything there is to learn. I mean, he's very naturally talented, but
And her
he doesn't-
training was rushed in the first place.
Yeah.
They gave her to him presumably because she was already a problem child. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, that's about it for this one. We bid farewell to Aayla Secura and Commander Bly and everything, but yeah, it was pretty good. We'll be back next time to venture into the cold and go to Trespass. It's a pretty good episode. This has been Sides of Coins. We'll see you next time. I'm not gonna fight for you, not even once. You're on your own.
The Herman the Lurmen.